Howdy. Continuing the Generations Fembot trilogy, we have Chromia, released in the same wave as RC, though thankfully not a victim of scalpers. She comes packed with Chapter 11 of Dark Cybertron, despite Chromia herself being numbered 22 and RC 21. Consistent. This design is straight from IDW, as in the show, Chromia turned into more of a car or truck. On top of that, this is a recolor and extensive retool of Prime Robots in Disguise RC. But even if you have that figure and you just went by Hasbro's stock images, you wouldn't know. I didn't, until later on. It's quite fitting though, since Prime RC was seemingly based off of G1 Chromia, whereas for IDW it's kind of the opposite. To give you an idea of how much has changed, in alt mode we've gone from an Earth crotch rocket bike to the Tron light cycle. Well, almost. The canopy, side cowlings, wheels, pretty much the entire vehicle shell is new. On its own merits, it's a fairly cool bike, though the limbs aren't quite as well hidden as they were before. Kickstand still works, naturally, and a gun can peg onto either side. Sadly, the canopy doesn't detach to form a shield like it does in the comics, though I guess the toy would be ruined if you lost or broke such a crucial accessory. Despite all the retooling, the transformation is generally unaffected, and it retains the head reveal of the original. Here, it's easier to see that these two share the same base sculpt. They remolded the head, of course, the arms, the lower legs, and even the thighs have those hollowed parts filled in. Aside from that, the feet, kneecaps, waist, chest plate, shoulders, and Oi! The chest plate, shoulders, and hands are more or less the same. Also, as you'd expect, Chromia has the same points of articulation, though her skirt armor gets in the way of the hips at times. Oh, it can be adjusted, it's just Prid RC never had that issue to begin with. Once again, the Takara release has more screen-accurate colours, though it's no better or worse than the Hasbro version as far as I'm concerned. What's kinda striking is that despite reusing a Prime toy, she fits in surprisingly well with the classic style figures. Much more so than the Chrome Dome they did for the Collectors Club. Most stock photos show Chromia with 2 guns, though the final product only comes with 1. It seems they gave that other blaster to Generations RC, cause she wasn't armed enough. I've commented on how Hasbro have really upped their game when it comes to the retools, and Chromia's no exception. While perhaps not in the same league as Sandstorm, it definitely doesn't feel like I bought the same toy twice. So even if you have Prid RC, this figure's worth hunting. Concluding this trilogy is the fan-built bot Windblade. After that, well, what say I run a little fan poll of my own.